Howdy, folks. It's Wednesday night. It is. My watch is wrong, but I'm sure it's 8 o'clock because my daughter just said we're rolling. So I'm here with Caitlin tonight. She's doing all the switcherooing. And now that COVID's back over, COVID's not over. The COVID lockdown is over. Well, for us here in Ontario, it changes everywhere. Every time I talk to somebody different, I'm getting a different story. But anyways, Neil's here joining me tonight. He came over for dinner. He's heading in Toronto tomorrow morning, I think. And just came over to say hi. So it's nice to have an audience of two, which is really cool. And oh, it looks like we got two people up there. Oh, three. We got Stan here as well. Yes, Stanley. Stanley's here lots, so Stanley's a regular. Stan stays with us sometimes when Neil's away. God, his hair's getting curly there on the side, eh? Look at that. Nuts. Anyways, I hope you folks are doing good. Who do we got? Derek, evening. Tony Arkell, much needed. Yes, I agree. Rod Nolan, glad you're here. Jeremy Robin, excellent. I got that song for you, Wild Up for tonight. And Richard Gorelchuk, look at you. And I know it's not Gorelchuk, it's Grichulk. I don't know why. I'm going to just call you Richard Gorelchuk from now on because that is how it spells. But that is really not right, so I will learn how to pronounce your way. And I know that you even showed me how to. Mikey Bueller, oh my. Yeah, you know where I got this hat? I'll give you one guess. And I'm sure you got it already there. I got this, I was back home in Newfoundland. We were doing the George Street Festival. And I can't remember what happened to my ball hat on the way down, or maybe I forgot it or something, so I set out for a day in town to get a ball hat, and I went around to all the places, and I was going to get one from the Dildo Brewing Company, but then, you know, they were everywhere, and I thought, no, it's a nice hat, but it's not quite right for what I'm looking for. And then I stopped in Fogtown, which is the barbershop / skate store, and an absolutely awesome spot right above the Kent and Lou Society, which is where Llewellyn Thomas and Kent Noseworthy used to live, where we all hung out. We called it the Kent and Lou Society because it sounded smart, but we did a lot of drinking and drugs and partying there and played a lot of rock and roll too. And finally I was in visiting Chris Jarrett. And Chris Jarrett's our old skateboarding speed metal singer, sang for Schizoid, and went on to sing for Sudden Impact, I think it was, in Toronto. And he became a rock star in that world when he was younger, and then he went back home and he opened up a bike store called Free Ride. And I stopped into Free Ride to see Chris, as I always do, and he was wearing this hat. And I said, Chris, I'm looking for a hat in that shape, but I have no fucking idea what Yeti is. And he said, it's a bike company. They make these great bikes. And I said, okay. If I wear it, am I going to look like a poser? Because it's like, you know, I sometimes people get angry when they see somebody wearing a Ramones shirt that's never listened to the Ramones before. And, whatever, to each their own. Fashion, style, music, however it happens. But I was concerned. I said, well, you got to tell me something about this. And he said, trust me, it's just an amazing bike company. So I bought this from him, and I wore it that night down at the George Street Festival. And I had Aaron O'Mara took some photos, and the next day I saw them, and I realized how damn cool this hat is. So if they make bikes either, a tenth of the percentage of the goodness that they make hats by. That's my Yeti story, Mike. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Rick Burton, good to see you across the street. Lois. Peter Bogue is in the house. Lorna Stacy, nice. Gary Pomfret, nice to see you, sir. I'm drinking White Russians and Corona tonight. I ran out of Long Tooth, and I forgot to call Lucas. It's not Lucas's fault. He's amazing. He delivers them to my doorstep and makes sure they're taken care of. But "'Twas in another lifetime, one of toil and blood, when blackness was a virtue and the road was full of mud. I came in from the wilderness, creature void of form. Come in," she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. And if I pass this way again, you can rest assured I'll always do my best for her, on that I give my word. In a world of steel-eyed death and men who are fighting to be born. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Not a word was spoke between us, there was a little risk involved. Everything up to that point had been left unresolved. Try imagining a place where it's always safe and warm. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. I was burned out from exhaustion, I was buried in the hail. Poison in the bushes and I'm blown out on the trail. I hunted like a crocodile and ravaged in the corn. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Well, suddenly I turned around and she was standing there with silver bracelets on her wrists and flowers in her hair. She walked up to me so gracefully and she took my crown of thorns. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Well, now there's a wall between us. As little has been lost. I took too much for granted and I got my signals crossed. Just to think they all began on an uneventful morn. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Well, the deputy walks on hard nails and the preacher rides a mount. Nothing really matters much, it's doom alone that counts. And the one-eyed undertaker, well, he blows a futile horn. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Well, I've heard newborn babies wailing like a morning dove, and old men with broken teeth who are stranded without love. Do I understand your question, man? Is it hopeless and forlorn? Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. In a little hilltop village, they gamble for my clothes. I bargained for salvation and they gave me a lethal dose. I offered up my innocence and I got repaid with scorn. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. We have some technical difficulties there off the start, Caitlin. I just looked up to see you moving around a camera. It's late in the UK, Greg. Good evening from London, sir. It's been a while, Mike. We're gonna have a good time tonight, I hope. I was reluctant, almost borderline thinking maybe I'll just take tonight off because we start renovations tomorrow. When I say we start renovations, let me be clear. My daughter Caitlin is living with us again. She's working an awful lot. She's learning how to play music and she wants to make a record. That's cool. I don't support it. I don't not support it, because I just have to exist with it. But part of this means that she's going to be home with us for a while. And we love having her around, so she's taking my office, and she's knocking the wall down between my office and her room. And she's then rebuilding that space into a little bedroom/studio. Because God knows this studio here is not good enough for her to record in. She has to build her own. Anyway, she's finding her own way, but we've got reno people coming at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, which means by 7:30 there'll be a pickup truck and a couple guys with coffee standing out on my front lawn. And I thought, ugh, that's hard. But it's Wednesday night. We all need an hour to get away. I don't have a set list prepared. I don't have conversation prepared. prepared, so I'm relying on all you. I did get some requests, and I'm going to play those, but throughout the night, let me know what you want to hear, and I'll do my best to play it. I hope everybody's doing good. Bring this one on home now. Well, I'm living in a foreign country, but I'm bound to cross the line. Beauty walks a razor's edge, someday I'll make it mine. If I could just turn back the clock to when God and her were born. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter. I'll give you shelter from the storm. A little Bob Dylan to start the night off. So usually, I don't. There's actually a fair bit of prep that goes into these shows. I need to learn new songs, research what songs want to be learned, and then I need to retouch on old songs, and there's a whole lot that goes on with it. So it's when I don't have those things prepared, it becomes a night of kind of reading lyrics and doing stuff. I just saw Jeremy there. He was just saying, thanks for not canceling tonight. Well, it's important. I've become a really big fan of these nights. Here's the one I'm looking for. And I enjoy playing all of these songs. I don't play stuff I don't like. And it's a random selection of stuff, but I did get a message from Jeremy. It's the thing that I always hate is my phone is the main video camera, and when I'm here, I can't look back through messages and go, "Oh, what was your brother's name, Jeremy?" It's Jerry's brother. I saw the message. 34 years old, celebrating a birthday today. Either brother or best friend or cousin or brother-in-law. I can't remember. And I'm pretty sure it was Jeremy who texted me today with that. Yes, Winnipeg, that's right. Anyways, he asked if I could play Tournament of Hearts for the person celebrating the birthday. Damn, should write these things down. This was why I was going to cancel tonight. I felt unprepared. That's okay, we're going to get through it. I love y'all. It is the Tournament of Hearts this weekend, I believe. Is that correct? It is, eh? Well, that's pretty cool. Do you remember what key we do this in? Maybe we do it in G, don't we, or C? D? I don't know. So it's the Tournament of Hearts this weekend. Ron Hines, no change in me. You've got it, Lois. I'll get right to it. Stevie Runyons, good to see you, brother. Yeah, I think it's fabulous, too. Pain-free living, got it. There you go. My brother, Chris Robbins, 43rd birthday. I was so close on so many levels. Now the lounge is full of farmers for the 7:30 draw. Teammates all left before they had to buy a round. When they pull the 50-50 and I lose again, I'll go. Maybe have one more brown one for the snowy road. And the championship banners going yellow on the wall. Have my name when it gets closer to last call. That charger doesn't work, Caitlin. It's working now. Excellent. Takes a little bit of wiggling some of these things. So Alvear brings my bottle, hold it up and let it bend. Figures of two rinks battling an extra end. And I'm peeling off the label as they peel the corner guard. Dance down the sheet to the tune of Hurry, Hurry Hard. And my popcorn squeaks a question wonders why I'm not at home. Will you wait beside a silent telephone? Doodle circles within circles all along. I have to stop myself from climbing on the table full of empties to yell, why? Why can't I draw right up to what I want to say? Why can't I ever stop where I want to stay? Slide right through our days. I'm always throwing hack weight. Never, 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 never. Right off, no, 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 never, 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 never. Right off. Now the senior Bonspiel winners, circa 1963, are all staring, glaring disapprovingly from the frame in that old photograph of me. And I know you're out there waiting for an answer I can't give, so tell me why? Why can't I draw right up to what I want to say? Why can't I ever stop where I want to stay? Roll right through our year, drift right through our months, slide right through our days. I'm always throwing hack weight. Never, 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 never. Right off, no, never, 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 never. Right off, no, never, 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 never. Right off, no, never, 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 never. That was a fun song to learn, and it really drew me into the band, great band, the Weaker Thans from Winnipeg. I don't know any of those, the people from that gang. You know, I'd like to get to know them sometime when I'm in Winnipeg. If any of them are still living in Winnipeg and kicking around, the next time the Watchmen are coming out there, drop us a line. Let's have a beer. I'd love to hang out with some more Winnipeg musicians. I got a request for this one today. You are welcome, Chris. Was it Ron Hines, No Change in Me? Yes, thank you, Caitlin. Keeping me on track with the request line. I did get one today for the Other Side of Wrong as well, and one that I played at the Love Songs show the other day. Going back in time, back to the 80s again with one of those weird 80s songs that every now and again I pull out. And if I feel like it, there was another request from Nancy out of Kingston. I don't know if she's trying to totally sort of capture one of those moments on live stream video that they can then send around to everybody. She requested some Peter Gabriel, and I'm really close on doing it, but I'm still just not 100% sure. So let's just see how the night goes on that one. But this is for Lois. Oh, John Loper. Well, you know, I'm glad to be here every Wednesday. I'm glad to be here however much I can. I love playing music. It's what I do. It gives me a chance to do it, and in an audience sort of way. And I appreciate all the love that you all send me as well. Shoot off a cannon down the middle of Bond and attract no attention in downtown St. John's. This getting nowhere is getting to me. Wonder where can you go to be all you can be? Well, no regular Joe wants to haul up and go, just to wind up homesick with no one you know. Just a smoke and a beer and the sports on TV, feeling sorry you left with no choice but to leave. There's no change in the weather, no change in me. I don't want to leave, but you can't live free. And you can't eat the air, you can't drink the sea. No change in the weather, no change in me. You can shoot off a cannon from the top of Long's Hill, and a Gulliver's taxi might be all you would kill. We were promised the sun and the moon and the stars. We got weathered old clapboard and salt-rusted cars. So let me join in the leaving with all of the rest, to Montreal, Calgary, and Vancouver West. Lay down on a sidewalk and kick off and die, watching people not looking as they hurry by. There's no change in the weather, no change in me. I don't want to leave, but you can't live for free. And you can't eat the air, you can't drink the sea. No change in the weather, no change in me. No change in me. I don't want to leave, but you can't live for free. Down here you can't live for free. Can't drink the sea. No change in the weather, no change in me. A little No Change in Me, Ron Hines there, which is a fantastic song from a brilliant songwriter. The wonderful mind of Ron Hines. Yeah, it was a bit of a double-edged sword, that one, as it turns out. So yes, I mentioned that I'm out of Longtooth, so if anybody knows, if Lucas is watching, or if anybody knows him, everybody who does know him, send him a text or a message right now saying, Mr. Tizzard needs beer. In the meantime, the corona reminds me of vacation. And I feel like I'm going on vacation tomorrow. A very terrible vacation to a place where the walls are falling down and there's dirt and dust and horsehair and lath and plaster and paint and floors being sanded. And what the hell are we thinking? Oh my. Well, was there any other requests that popped up there? Am I catching anything? That's cool. I got lots of stuff to get through. I did get a request for this one here. I don't play this one very often because it's a great band tune. Speaking of the band, oh my God, next week is, I have no idea what date it is, and I'm not even sure if I know what month it is going to be next week. I think it's still going to be winter of 2021. And with our area, the way permissions are going, we will be able to bring the band back for a weirdly spread out camera thing that we've done before with you all. But I'm really excited to have the band back and play the old Gretsch. I've been playing the Martin for the last year, which I've been loving, and tonight I played this for the Valentine's show, and I'd forgotten how much I like it. So it's a real pretty sounding guitar. It's articulate and clean. Really accents all my mistakes. Damaged, tired, and broken. There's nothing left to hide. You still seem far away from me, but you're here by my side. The street light in the distance, from the window hits your eyes. The devil's got his hands on you, your tears are running dry. Whatever happened to finding our way? How did we get here on the other side of today? Picture perfect daddy's girl, you couldn't do no wrong. And he came up beside you, and so you played along. 2 kids, nice house on paper, good, but you don't understand. We smile our way through choices, and time slips through our hands. Whatever happened to days being so long? How did we get here on the other side of wrong? Whatever happened to finding our way? How did we get here on the other side of today? You're damaged, tired, and broken. There's nothing left to hide. You still seem far away from me, but you're here by my side. Whatever happened to days being so long? How do we get here on the other side of wrong? Whatever happened to finding our way? How do we get here on the other side of today? It's been a long time since I played that one. Wow, that brings back a whole whack of memories. I like that song. That was a fun song. I wrote that. I wrote that back in the Bad Intent days. I think that was the first sort of Bad Intent song that anybody kind of paid any attention to. A little bit of attention as it was. But regardless. How are we doing out there? Excellent, Derek. I'm glad you enjoy it. Cheers from Germany. Excellent. Hello there, Zombodi. Wie geht's? Although it is probably a guten Abend time over there at this point. I hope you are well. Ich bin müde. But it's that time of day. That's the 3 sentences that I know in German. I managed to get all of them in a way that would infer that I know how to speak German. So please, there, Zombodi, if you write back, keep it simple to, sort of, oui, hello, something like that. Rod Nolan, nice one. That's a call. That's off of, it's called The Other Side of Wrong. It's off of the Goodness of Bad Intent record. You can get it on iTunes and Spotify, and I have it on CD as well. But it was one of the first first songs that I pushed to anybody from that band, and I was when I was playing the pedal steel, distorted pedal steel through that old Trainer amp back there, in a tree piece with me and David Fisher and Ken Grant. And that was a hell of a lot. Says, what does that say there? Love the weaker thans. Any chance of something from Ron Hawkins or Lois the Low? Not related, but Sam Stone stuck in my head. Okay, well, I've got to learn something. Ron is great. I don't know if you guys have been tuning into his Tuesday night show. It's friggin' amazing. He does like a full 2-hour evening, 2 sets with a break and everything. It's a lot of work, and he does all kinds of cool cross collaboration. But yeah, I've been thinking about doing a Lois the Low song. It is Guten Morgen. Yes. Ich verstehe. See, that's another thing I remember. It's amazing. It all just comes back to you. Yeah, I'm going to learn a Ron Hawkins tune, or maybe a Lois the Low tune, actually. I remember when I first joined the Watchmen, me and Sammy used to have music conversations, and one night the Lois the Low came up, and I was still a huge fan of Shakespeare My Butt. I was in like the fandom phase of my relationship with Lois the Low, before I got to know them a little better and saw them play more and more. But I was in that extreme fan thing. And that album had blown me away so much, and I actually said to Sammy, I said, and he still ribs me about it to this day, because it's such an absurd statement, but to me it meant so much at the time, and I still stand by it. But I said, this is sort of the Queen Street modern day answer to the Clash. And Sammy was like, how are you comparing any band to the Clash? And he still ribs me about it. But I had a real passion for these guys, and yeah, I'm going to learn some Lois the Low tunes. That'd be cool. And I'll get that to you in a future week, not tonight. Yes, it is Good Morgan, 2:30 a.m. Great song, great album. What's it called? Yeah, okay. Moving on. You guys gonna stay quiet on the requests. I'm just gonna play some stuff that came my way. I did get a request for Get High, and yeah, I'll play that one for y'all. And Good Dog Is Lost. You remind me of Good Dog Is Lost after Get High, unless somebody else chimes in with a different idea. This is a song that's coming out on the new record, which we are just about to start recording. I got one more trip out to pick up some microphones and cables, and we're going to start doing all this. We got all these lovely Trainer amplifiers here. Great guitars, nice drums. Best thing about recording here is that at night, once everything is done, it's easy for me to come up here and sit down and have a big bowl of marijuana and listen back to the work from the day. And hopefully I'll hear something that sounds like this, but way better. I like to get high. I like to get higher. I like to get more high than I was before. I like to get stoned, and I like to get stoneder. I like to get more stoned than I was before. Because I don't have the perfect job I dreamed of, and at times I can bear it for a while. Then sometimes I take small things for granted, and other times all I can do is smile. I like to get high, I like to get higher, I like to get more high than I was before. I like to get stoned, I like to get stoneder, I like to get more stoned than I was before. 'Cause I don't have an arm of pain-free living, and at times I can take it for a while. Then sometimes takes away the part of me that's real, and other times all I can do is smile. I like to get high, I like to get higher. I like to get more high than I was before. I like to get stoned, and I like to get stoneder. I like to get more stoned than I was before. Then there's a solo here, which I'm not gonna play, so I'm just gonna do this. Then I'm gonna do this chord. Then I'm gonna do this chord. Mike Bueller, you're with Sammy. I knew you would be, of course. You're so bad. Yeah, we can get to that one in a second. Hello, Deborah. And I haven't seen Betty yet here, so we're okay. To be honest, it's an uphill battle with depression, and the drugs the doctor gives me ain't so tight. There's sometimes I feel like my skin is crawling, and other times bad TV can be alright. I like to get high, I like to get higher, I like to get more high than I was before. I like to get stoned, and I like to get stoneder. I like to get more stoned than I was before. I like to get high, and I like to get higher. I like to get more high than I was before. I like to get stoned, I like to get stoneder. I like to get more stoned than I was before. A little song called I Like to Get Stoned. No, it's called I Like to Get High. It's actually called Pain-Free Living. The title will be determined when it is printed, but for now it's still in flux. Anyways, yeah, I like getting high too. My songs speak the truth. Justin, nice to see you. Hey, Lorna, there you go. Happy, smiley, clappy hands back at you as well. I haven't seen Aunt Betty yet tonight. Oh, the night's moving along fast. There's a few things that I wanted to... Oh, I'm going to try this one for you, maybe. No, I got to get to do Good Dog is Lost. See, this is what happens when there's no structure to the night. It gets fun and exciting. I was just preparing for one. Have I done Good Dog is Lost yet? No, I haven't done it, have I? Cool. That's great, because this one should sound really nice on this guitar. I wish I hadn't said that. Now I've jinxed it. Oh my God. Trying to remember who wrote this. Ron Hines wrote this. And I'm going to send this one out tonight to Mr. Small, which was how I knew him, Laurie Small's dad. For those of you back home who haven't heard or reached out to her, Mr. Small passed away. And I know we had a lot of fun hanging out at Laurie's house when we were young. Something on Higgins Line, I think, across from the Eskasoni. And I didn't realize that Mr. Small, as I knew him, was good friends with Des Walsh, who posted tonight that he'd lost a very close friend. And it's hard when you lose people like that. So this is a song that goes out to Laurie and her dad and all those folks. A good dog is lost. Set a sign above the counter at the corner store with an address and a phone to call. Still in all it said, a little bit more it said, hey there stranger, I can hardly believe someone that I love that much has run away from me. And if you find her, you can only return to me at any cost. For a good dog is lost somewhere out there tonight upon a darkened street, running breathless with a wild beating heart. In all directions on 4 tiny feet calling, hey there stranger, I can hardly believe that someone that I love that much has forgotten about me. Look at all these people tucked away in their houses, watching reruns of Who's the Boss. For a good dog is lost. And a tired clerk behind the counter says, every day in tiny ways we disappear. On a night like this, it's better him than me out there. And a good dog is lost. So to fly beneath the windshield wiper of my car, so I stashed it in my groceries. Caught this expression in my rearview mirror, it said, hey there stranger, I can hardly believe this picture of a puppy drawn with a crayon can get to a guy like me. Guess I'll just go out and drive around. You know I'll never sleep, I'll just turn and toss. For a good dog is lost. A good dog is lost. A good dog is lost. Arf, 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 arf. Arf, 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 arf. A good dog is lost. There you go. Yeah. As I hit that second to third last falsetto, and my voice sort of went into that weird little place that it sometimes go when you sing falsetto. It's a place that you don't want it to go to. It's that place where you go for a note and you feel it's going to be right here and you hear it as right there, and then it comes out here somewhere. But your throat and your head and everything are doing exactly what it should be to do here. Sometimes you just don't have that control. I'm talking about me as a singer, and I'm not a singer. I'm just a person who writes songs. But I can't remember how I did this the other day, Allison. I know you're downstairs and you're saying, play that song, play that song. I think I'll try it. Did I play it on this? Doesn't matter. This is that wacky 80s song that I was talking about. I did the Love Songs show on Sunday, the Valentine's show, and that was fun. Home is where the heart is. That's where most of us are these days. And I played this one. Oh, Lou is here again. Hello, Lou. Hello, Karen. Lovely to see you. 500. It's good to see you, Lou. Kurt, nice to see you. Poncho and Lefty. Okay, I'll put on Poncho and Lefty after this one. This is one that's gonna throw people. Are you all ready? Moving forward, using all my breath, making love to you was never second best. I saw the world thrashing all around your face, never really knowing it was always mesh and lace. I'll stop the world and melt with you. You've seen the difference and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and mail with you. You should know, dream of better lives, the kind that never hate, wrapped in a state of imaginary grace. I made a pilgrimage to save this human's race, never comprehending the race had long gone by. I'll stop the world and melt with you. You've seen the difference and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and melt with you. The future is open wide. The future is open wide. No, that's not right. That's not right either. The easiest song in the world. I'll stop the world and melt with you. You've seen the difference and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I'll stop the world and melt with you. Yeah, there's a bridge in there with some chords similar to that. Sorry. Yeah, that's modern English. That was an important song to many a young couple in the 80s when I was growing up. It seemed to be that song that all the couples stared at each other when they heard it. Not sure why, but you know. Love you, Llewellyn. I was thinking about you the other day. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember. I was thinking about, maybe it was just after I talked to Clark, we had talked about you. But I was thinking about you and sending you my love. Is everybody having a good drink at home? I'm on the Corona tonight. As you can see, I'm really enjoying it. And I always forgot this thing about Corona. How can you lay the glass down without it exploding? So we did get a request in for Poncho. And I really quite like that song. I'm just going to take a quick look through here and see what else I had on the possibilities list. No. This is called Planning Last Minute, folks. 30 for 60. I haven't seen Aunt Betty here tonight, so I'll save that one. No. Oh, Handsome Gambler. I should do that one. Sammy Cohn would request that one. Some Austin Lucas, Matthew Sweet. Oh yeah. No, that's not the one I'm looking for either. Oh yeah, I was gonna do that one tonight. I quite like that. I did it recently. It's a lot of fun. Maybe no, just did that one recently. Might play that one again. I'm gonna do a redemption version of what's that song? A-Team. I had a great time messing that one up last week. That was a lot of fun. I got some new songs. Oh, next week got the full band. I'm really excited about that. Oh, and there's a March 7th thing happening too. I got an ad there for it, Caitlin. It's the one of me with the split screen. Take a little look at this here. Oh, I wanted to play this one tonight. I just feel like playing this one for myself. Sorry, I hope I'm going to get indulgent here. Yeah, you can play that ad there, Caitlin, the split screen ad. Sorry? Oh yeah, I'm going to be quiet. Well, I wandered so aimless, my life filled with sin. I never let my dear Savior in. Then Jesus came like a stranger in the night. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Well, I saw the light. Take a little time for Jesus to get down on your knees and pray. Oh, I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. I don't care for fine mansions on earth's sinking sands. Lord, build me a cabin in the corner of glory land. Lord, build me a cabin in the corner of glory land, in the shade of the tree. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Yeah, so I'm going to do that again. Oh, I'm not muted yet. Clickety-click, Barba Trick. I am back. Caitlin gets so embarrassed when I reference old Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Oh, there's Betty George. Lovely to see you. How are you, my friend? My friend and my aunt. Betty has gotten to know everybody here in the community. People often ask if she's around before I play Get High. You know. So I'm going to play a little Cavi coffee infused whiskey. That sounds nice. Now, Cavi coffee, is that the coffee beans that get eaten by the monkeys and then they have poo them out and then you make coffee out of them? It's like some special coffee that comes from beans that have been digested. Caitlin's going to look that up and see if I'm lying about it. Get the information, Caitlin, while I play this tune. This is a request from a few screens back. Sorry, I can't remember who it was, but it was a request for a little poncho. And I'm going to play this for you now. Living on the road, my friend, was gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, your breath's as hard as kerosene. You want your mama's only boy, but her favorite one, it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye, sank into your dreams. Pancho was a bandit, boys. His horse was fast as polished steel. Wore his guns outside his pants for all the honest world to see. Pancho met his match, you know, on the deserts down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying words. That's the way it goes. All the federales say he could have had him any day. They only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. Lefty can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dust the Pancho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. The day they laid poor Pancho low, Lefty split for Ohio, where he got the bread to go. Ain't nobody knows. All the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so wrong out of kindness, I suppose. Poets tell how Pancho fell, lefties living in a cheap hotel. The desert's quiet and Cleveland's cold, and so the story ends, I'm told. Prayers, it's true, it's save a few for lefty too. Only had what he had to do. I lost that one, see? Totally lost it all again, and here we go, just like it never happened. 1, 2, 3. Poets tell how Pancho fell, and lefties living in a cheap hotel. The desert's quiet and Cleveland's cold, and so the story ends, I'm told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, but save a few for lefty too. They only did what he had to do. Now he's getting old. Few good federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so long. Out of kindness, I suppose. All the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so wrong. Out of kindness, I suppose. Nice body. Yeah. So that's a little Pancho. What is it? Kopay Iwak is made from coffee beans plucked from kibitz feces. Okay. Yikes. Yeah, I don't need my coffee come out of feces. Yeah, Kopi Luiki, everybody knows about it. Tried it once. It wasn't all it was cracked up to be. I don't know. Okay, yeah, everybody seems to know about it. I haven't tried it myself. If somebody said, here's some coffee that, I don't know, I'd try it. Why not, you know? Everybody else is doing it, you know.
You would jump off a bridge if your friends were dropping off?
If my friend did it, abso-smurfly. There's a couple songs that I wanted to do for myself tonight. I think I'll do them for y'all as well. Ken's version of Stereo, Roger. Yes, Roger, I know you have been asking for that one for a long time. You know, I am going to eventually learn, I'm going to arrange a Watchman song that is suitable for me. I don't quite know what it's going to be yet. I don't anticipate it would be stereo or all uncovered. But if one of those sort of becomes one of the ones, then yeah, sure. But we got to see. It's just a very strange thing. I'm so used to hearing those songs a certain way. When I hear a Watchman tune in a live experience, I hear it as just, I've heard it so many times a certain way, and it has to do with the way that the sound is on stage and the way the song presents, the energy it brings. And to sit and do an acoustic version, like when we do acoustic Watchman stuff, it's weird. But to do Watchman acoustic with me singing Danny's voice and playing Joey's guitar part, it just brings all these creatures into my mind that make it nary possible to do yet. But I'm fighting those creatures, and we'll get to it. But first, I'm going to play this song, because I quite like this song. I think it's in this key. Let me see. Where is it is it higher up? It might be higher up. No, I think I was right the first time. Anyways. You belong among the wildflowers.
You belong in a boat out at sea. Sail away and kill off the hours. You belong somewhere you feel free. Run away, find you a lover. Go away somewhere all bright and new. You deserve the deepest of cover. No one compares to you. Go away, find you a lover. Run away, let your heart be your guide. You deserve the deepest of cover. You belong in that home by and by. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong somewhere close to me. Far away from your troubles and worries. You belong somewhere you feel free. You belong somewhere you feel free. You belong somewhere you feel free. A little Tom Petty for y'all. Okay. So, what do we got there? It's getting to be that time. I will be back next week with the band. And the March 7th, I'll be doing the sing-along thing again. It's great if you've just got a guitar and you want to sit along and strum. It's a real fun time. Rooster. Yes. Autocorrect my... Okay, well, it looks like we're getting to the end. I'm going to roll out a couple tunes here. Okay, do you guys feel like hearing, like... Okay, I'm going to play this one. I'm going to let you guys decide the next one. We'll do 3 more tunes. Oh, my God. It's one of those nights. Hope you're all good for it. I'm going to play this song first. Just because it's a recent resurrection out of my trying to think whether I play it with a thumb pick or a regular pick. I guess it doesn't matter. It incredibly matters. But. Okay, so I'm going to play this song, which is the saddest happy song ever written, or the happiest sad song ever written. I'm not sure which way you want to go with that. But afterwards, I'm either going to do All Gone, a song about a serial killer, or 37 Bullets, a song about Bonnie and Clyde. So 37 Bullets versus... What was the other one? All Gone. Just like my mind. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. Then I woke, dear, I was mistaken, and I hung my head and I cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when the skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. I'll always love you and make you happy, if you will always say the same. But if you leave me to love another, you'll regret it all someday. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when the skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You told me once, dear, you'd really love me, and no one else could come between. But now you left me to love another. You have shattered all my dreams. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when the skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. In all my dreams, dear, you seem to leave me. When I wake, my poor heart pains. So when you come back, make me happy. I'll forgive you, I'll take all the blame. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when the skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. Oh, please don't take my sunshine away. Oh, a little You Are My Sunshine. How about I'm on Fire? That's a great song. Oh my God. Joy Dead. Yes, okay, so Beautiful Tom Petty. So we got Both Is My Vote. Okay, no, so it's going to be one later. So I'm going to do, what am I going to do? I'm going to do this one because I like this key. It's a nice sounding key. So it's a song called All Gone. You used to sing that song. I know, Susan, that's right. That's the song they sang that's the song that they sang to babies. You Are My Sunshine. It's all about getting your heart broken and being cheated on and then having the person come back and forgiving them and taking the blame yourself. It's got all kinds of damaging emotional, what do you call it? Damaging emotional potential. Story. There's a song about a serial killer and the people around him after he's been apprehended by the police. How it can still change the lives of the people that he's never had any contact with. As I sang this, as I introduced that song, I was thinking ahead to the lyrics, and I thought ahead to the lyrics of 37 Bullets. Just as I was about to start singing, I realized that's not the song I was doing. I remember it now. My reflection in the mirror isn't who I used to be. The person that you left behind isn't who I see. My lips, they move, tell different stories, using words I've never known. It's time to stop and call this perfect place a home. And that's all gone. It's never coming back, and that's all gone away for good, and I'm alright with that. I'm moving on. It's time to look ahead and with the past behind me now, and I'm alright with that. We were so beautiful in a time and place not here. We're light on subjects, we grow further year on year. I'm going crazy, looking everywhere to see who I might be. With every moment growing shorter still, The space between the lines allows a little chill to blow inside. A chill to blow inside, and that's all gone. It's never coming back, and that's all gone away for good, and I'm alright with that. Well, I'm moving on. It's time to look ahead with the past behind me now, and I'm alright with that. My reflection in the mirror isn't who I used to be. The person that you left behind isn't who I see. The smell of secrets as they smolder in your mind, unfolding thoughts and prayers and memories you'll find. It seems like yesterday I understood everything so clear, and that's all gone. It's never coming back, and that's all gone away for good, and I'm alright with that. Well, I'm moving on. It's time to look ahead with the past behind me now, and I'm alright with that. And that's all gone. And that's all gone away for good, and I'm alright with that. Well, a song called All Gone there, folks. Speaking of all gone, I'll be all gone after this song. This is my last song for the night. Thank you very much for tuning in. Roger, Betty, very popular when we had our seniors clubs going. Yes, Sunshine, it's an easy song to sing. Everybody knows it, of course. How's the weather down there, Betty? You managing to get out and around? I hear you've had some snow. Hope it's all good. I'm going to end the night with the Whiskey Wednesday traditional ending night. And, now that we are talking about, I don't know, I don't even know if it's a question, but for viewers of live entertainment, I got a question for you all. Like, when things aren't going to get back to normal, but when things get to a point where things are different, and thank you, Kevin, and once things are, once concerts are happening again, let's say, what's going to be your expectation? You've seen so many great, amazing artists that have, there's always been the, ignore the man behind the curtain vibe, especially in the last 20 years of music. A lot of it's about the, the dancing and the lights and the beat and all of these things. And those things are still there, and they're fantastic, but we've seen so many artists this last year stripped down, and you get to actually have a different interpretation and a different presentation of songs and music. And is there an expectation to have that brought into the live field, where you have more artists doing stuff that is very stripped down and very broken in their shows, built into, the larger production type stuff? I'm curious, because I'm thinking about getting, when I get back out, and I've always done the storytelling songwriter singer thing, especially when I'm by myself, because me and an acoustic guitar, we can do that really well. But there are times when we go out, we bring out the light shows and the PA and plug all the amps in, and we have a rock and roll good time, and I look forward to getting back to that as well, and sort of pairing it all together into something. And I'm just curious, from a spectator's point of view, how you guys and gals have transferred or have translated all this into what you expect when you go to see a concert again. Because it's an interesting thing that I've been thinking about a lot. So y'all don't have to think about it. Paul Bump, best music is the more intimate setting kind of venues. Yeah, I feel the same stuff. It is a weird thing for me, because I love going to like the Hughes Room in Toronto, or the Ironwood in Calgary, or even the Ship Inn in Newfoundland, although you can do rock and roll there, but like on a nice folk night. Those places are great. And it's a joy to play them, even churches and places that are very, just different for that type of stuff. At the same time, 2,000 people crammed into a black box with I don't know how many thousands of watts of power is a hell of a lot of fun as well. I guess I'm lucky that I've had the chance to do both. I look forward to getting out and seeing you all again.
Next week we'll have some of the boys here, all the boys here, and we're gonna play so long since we played. Be patient and nice with us now. Don't criticize us too much. It's been a while. I agree, Jeremy. Down the street the dogs are barking, and the day is getting dark. As the lights come falling, the dogs will lose the bark, and the silent night will shadow from the sounds inside my mind. I'm just one too many mornings and 1,000 miles behind. From the crossroads of my doorstep, my eyes start to fade as I cast my head back to the room where my love and I have laid, and I gaze back to the streets and the sidewalk and the sign. I'm just one too many mornings and 1,000 miles behind. Thanks for coming out again, folks. Thanks to Neil for coming and keeping us company tonight, and Stanley for being such a good doggy lying on the floor, not getting in the way of the cables. Thanks to Caitlin for coming out and pushing all the buttons and making sure everything looks good for y'all. Thanks to my wife downstairs for taking a little step today. That was amazing. She can take about a 3/4 of an inch step with her left foot right now. And the right foot is just almost getting ready to lift. Those millimeters will turn into inches, and before we know it, she'll be walking again. Be good to each other out there. I've got a hard week ahead of me. Send me some love. I'm going to be low on my social media because I'm going to be busy, so if something you like, share it with some friends. And hit up the tip jar if you feel like it. No pressure. It's not expected. It is appreciated. Be kind to each other. We're not out of this yet. I love y'all. It's a restless, hungry feeling that don't mean no one no good. When everything I'm saying, you can say it just as good. And you are right from your side, and I'm right from mine. We're both just one too many mornings and 1,000 miles behind. Thank you very much, folks. Enjoy your week. We will see you again before too long, and enjoy the Tournament of Hearts this weekend if you're tuned into that as well. Cheers.